making a statement about those two struggles. Now, during this video, and if I can figure out how to link her video, I'll see if I can do that. I don't know much about all of this, so y'all can see. But anyway, one of the things that stood out most that she said was the fear of the Lord and not people being most important. Now, don't get me wrong, I fear God in a respectful, reverent way. However, oftentimes I find myself more driven by what people think than what God thinks, especially in regards to homeschooling. It's as if I got some kind of point to prove when it comes to homeschooling my kids. I want to make sure that this, and this is done, or so-and-so may think that they're behind, or it may not look like I'm doing enough, or this, that, and the other, versus, Lord, how can I please you with homeschooling my kids today? Or how can I glorify you with how I teach today? My tone of voice, how I speak to my children. Help me, Lord. These types of things. And so whenever she said that, it hit me hard. Now, not in regards to homeschooling, in regards to my marriage. Just last night, my husband and I were having a very deep conversation about different struggles that we've been having in this season of marriage. We've been married 9 years now. 9 years and 6 kids, so yeah. So we were talking about some of the struggles that we were having with marriage, and one of my biggest things was a certain area, but the way that I voiced it, I could have done so better. And not only that, some of the things I was literally complaining about, which God tells us do everything without grumbling and complaining. Some of the things I was complaining about was so self-centered, literally. Pretty much everything I was talking about was self-seeking, was what I wanted, what I needed. Like, it was bad, y'all. I repented. I've asked my husband for forgiveness. Hopefully the forgiveness comes. But all seriousness, the fact that Jesus said in Matthew verse 28, this is one of the verses she had used in her video. This is King James. Jesus said, even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life as a ransom for many. The word minister translates to serve. And most of my complaints was about me serving my family, as if that's not the job. Like, the job of a wife, the role of a wife and a mother is to serve. Not limited to, but everything can be summed up as to serving your husband and your children. And if your heart is wrong, then your service is wrong. Think about whenever you're at a restaurant. Would you rather have the joyful, kind, sweet waitress, or the waitress who has a nasty attitude, who half does her job, who's grumpy, who's snappy? Like, ugh. Of course, you would want the better service, the nicer waitress. Well, that's the same with how we serve our families. As a wife, as a mom, and our ministry starts with our husbands, with our spouses, for you fellas who be chiming in. But the thing is, our heart, and one of my favorite Psalms that my husband actually taught me when we were dating was Psalms 51:10. Create in me a clean heart and renew the right spirit within me. Some translations put it as create in me a clean heart and renew a steadfast spirit within me. And to me, that also means how I serve. Lord, make sure that I'm serving from a clean heart, from a pure heart, from a heart of gratitude, from a heart of love. Jesus was the ultimate servant. It makes me think about when he even washed the disciples' feet. That was the job of a slave. That was the job of the lowest of the low, and yet he did it. And Peter was like, oh, no. You can't wash my feet, Jesus. And then whenever Jesus explained If you don't let me do this, you will have no part with me. He was teaching them, this is the job. Y'all, Christianity isn't a trend. It isn't a fad. It isn't. It's service. It's serving and doing it for the glory of God. But that's all I wanted to share. I need to finish my laundry while the kids are playing. So I hope this encourages somebody. It encouraged me. It was for me first. But I pray that God could use it to just help somebody else. So have a good day. Bye.